In the ancient kingdom of Lanka, King Ravana was a figure of immense intellect and profound devotion. His days were spent not only ruling his prosperous land but also immersed in sacred texts, his mind a vast ocean of knowledge. He was a devout worshipper of Lord Shiva, his penances legendary, his spiritual discipline seemingly unshakable. Yet, beneath the veneer of wisdom and piety, a subtle, insidious seed of ambition began to sprout. It was a longing not just for power, but for ultimate, unquestionable dominion over all realms, a desire to transcend even the gods themselves. One star-dusted night, as Ravana meditated in his secluded chamber, the air grew thick with an ethereal hum. A celestial voice, resonant and ancient, echoed through the silence. A prophecy whispered directly into his soul. The one who truly masters the cosmic energies, sacrificing all but the purest devotion, shall wield power beyond mortal comprehension. Ravana's heart quickened. This was it. The divine validation he craved, the path to absolute supremacy. He interpreted sacrificing all as giving up worldly attachments, focusing solely on his penance and worship, believing his unwavering devotion to Shiva was the key to unlocking this ultimate power. Consumed by this revelation, Ravana embarked on an even more rigorous path of asceticism. His penances became legendary, his sacrifices extreme. He sought out forbidden knowledge, delving into ancient, shadowed texts that spoke of cosmic manipulation and elemental control. His devotion to Shiva, once a pure act of reverence, began to morph into a transactional pursuit. Each prayer, each ritual, was now a step towards accumulating the promised power. He rationalized every increasingly ruthless decision, every act of intellectual arrogance, believing his piety justified his ambition. He started to distance himself from his loyal advisors, his once open court becoming a place of hushed whispers and veiled fear. His focus narrowed, his eyes gleaming with a fierce, almost desperate hunger for the power he believed was his divine right. As years turned into decades, Ravana did indeed amass immense power. He gained boons from the gods, rendering him invulnerable to many foes. He commanded vast armies. His kingdom flourished materially, and his influence stretched across continents. He could summon storms, move mountains, and his intellect remained unparalleled. But with each new acquisition of external power, a profound emptiness began to grow within him. The twist, the cruel irony of the prophecy, slowly revealed itself. Sacrificing all but the purest devotion was not about clinging to his worship of Shiva while discarding worldly ties. It was about sacrificing his time's ego asterisk, his time's ambition asterisk, his time's desire for dominion times itself, to achieve true spiritual liberation and self-mastery. He had sacrificed his humility, his compassion, his very soul, believing his outward devotion was enough. The power he gained was a magnificent cage, trapping him in a cycle of paranoia and insatiable desire. He became feared, but never truly loved. His wisdom, once a beacon, now served only to justify his tyranny. He was powerful, yes, but profoundly alone. His heart, a hollow echo of the devout scholar he once was. The more he controlled the world, the less he controlled himself. His eventual downfall, at the hands of Lord Rama, was not merely a defeat in battle, it was the shattering of a grand, self-made illusion. As he lay on the battlefield, his formidable power draining away, a fleeting moment of clarity pierced through the fog of his ambition. He saw, perhaps for the first time, the true meaning of the prophecy, the profound wisdom he had twisted to serve his own ego. The ultimate power was not in ruling others, but in mastering oneself. Not in conquering realms, but in conquering one's own desires. His life became a tragic testament to the perils of unchecked ambition, a timeless lesson whispered through the ages. The scholar king, once revered, became a cautionary tale, reminding all that true strength lies not in the might of one's arm or the vastness of one's knowledge, but in the purity of one's heart, in the humility of one's spirit.